Dating is often seen as a game of impressing others, but the truth is, it starts with how you feel about yourself. Self-love isn't just some feel-good phrase. It's the foundation of confidence, attractiveness, and emotional stability. The secret to self-love that makes women fall at your feet isn't about being arrogant or self-absorbed. It's about developing a deep sense of worth, showing up authentically, and owning who you are without apology. Women are drawn to men who radiate confidence and self-respect because it signals emotional maturity and strength. When you love yourself, you approach dating from a place of abundance rather than desperation. You're not chasing validation because you already know your value. This shift is magnetic. Women sense when a man isn't looking for someone to fill a void, but is instead seeking a genuine connection. Self-love creates an aura of independence, which is incredibly attractive. It says, I'm comfortable in my skin and I don't need someone else to complete me. That kind of energy is hard to ignore. Building self-love begins with self-awareness. You need to understand who you are and what makes you tick. Take time to reflect on your strengths and passions. Think about what you bring to the table in a relationship. When you focus on your positive qualities, you naturally start appreciating yourself more. This isn't about ignoring your flaws, but accepting them as part of who you are. Self-love grows when you stop trying to be perfect and start embracing your authenticity. Women appreciate realness. They're drawn to men who are secure enough to show vulnerability and admit they're not perfect. Another key to self-love is setting boundaries. When you respect yourself, you won't tolerate being treated poorly. Boundaries show that you value your time, energy, and emotions. If someone disrespects you, you're willing to walk away rather than compromise your worth. This strength is attractive because it shows you won't settle for less than you deserve. Women are naturally drawn to men who have standards, not because they're playing hard to get, but because they have self-respect. Self-love also means prioritizing your well-being. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally sends a strong message to the world. Exercise not only improves your health, but boosts your confidence. Eating well and getting enough rest are forms of self-respect. When you prioritize your needs, you show that you value yourself. This kind of self-discipline and care is noticeable and attractive. Women are more likely to be drawn to someone who takes care of themselves because it reflects a stable and positive mindset. Your mindset plays a huge role in self-love. Pay attention to your self-talk. If you constantly criticize yourself, you'll struggle to feel confident. Instead, practice affirming your worth. Tell yourself things like, I'm capable, or I deserve love and respect. Positive self-talk rewires your brain to focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Women are highly intuitive and can pick up on a man's internal narrative. If you believe in yourself, it shows in how you carry yourself and interact with others. Confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about quietly knowing you're enough. Self-love also means not relying on external validation. When you're constantly seeking approval from others, you give away your power. True self-love comes from within. It's about recognizing that your value doesn't depend on someone else's opinion of you. This doesn't mean you won't care about what women think, but their validation won't define your self-worth. Women find this kind of inner confidence irresistible because it's rare. A man who doesn't need constant reassurance is refreshing and secure. Gratitude plays a surprising role in self-love. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you shift your mindset from lack to abundance. Gratitude helps you appreciate your life and the things you've accomplished. It also makes you more positive and approachable. Women are attracted to men who have a sense of contentment and optimism. Gratitude shows that you're grounded and not constantly chasing the next thing to make you happy. It's a mindset that says, I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm open to more. This openness creates a welcoming and attractive energy. Being purpose-driven is another aspect of self-love that's magnetic. When you're focused on your goals and passions, you become more interesting and dynamic. Women are drawn to men who have a sense of purpose because it shows ambition and direction. A man who loves himself invests time in his growth and future. He doesn't need someone to give his life meaning because he already has a clear sense of who he is and where he's going. This kind of confidence and clarity is attractive because it shows stability and drive. Part of self-love is learning to let go of fear and rejection. Dating isn't always smooth, and not everyone will be interested in you. That's okay. When you love yourself, you understand that rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It simply means the other person isn't the right fit. This mindset frees you from the fear of putting yourself out there. Women admire men who are bold enough to take chances without being crushed by setbacks. Confidence in the face of rejection is a sign of emotional strength. The key takeaways here are simple but powerful. Self-love isn't about ego or arrogance. It's about recognizing your value and showing up authentically. It's about taking care of yourself, setting boundaries, and being purpose-driven. Women are attracted to men who are secure, emotionally stable, and confident in their own skin. When you approach dating from a place of self-love, you create connections that are genuine and fulfilling. You're no longer chasing validation because you already know you're enough. That confidence is what makes you stand out. It's the secret to dating success and building relationships that truly matter.